I'm Coyote Peterson. This is my friend David. It just rained here in South Florida, and all the creatures are out. So we're gonna go looking for them.
He's not fond of you, Coyote.
No, he's not. On this backyard adventure, I'm heading out into the wilds of South Florida with animal enthusiast and photographer David Humphlett. Before this adventure, I did not know David. He was just like you, one of the Coyote pack, and he sent us this awesome video.
My name is David Humphlett. I'm 16 years old and I love animals. I always have and I always will. Coyote Peterson has inspired me to really push that part of me, the part that loves animals. I love to meet him in person and have an adventure with him. Thanks so much.
We knew that we would be on location in Florida filming, so he was selected to be a part of Coyote's backyard. And what an adventure we were about to have. Just before we began filming, a rainstorm moved in, and despite causing a slight delay in production, this was actually great. I find that the absolute best time to come across any type of creature is right after a rainstorm. And as David and I began exploring a private fruit grove, we were coming across all kinds of animals. We found crab spiders, cane toads, Cuban tree frogs, and even geckos, who were all out on the move, hunting under the darkness of night.
That's a possum.
Wildcat.
That was not a cat.
It was a possum?
Absolutely.
The on and off rainfall made filming this episode incredibly difficult, as we were forced to use mostly waterproof cameras, hence the gritty feel to everything that you were witnessing.
And while this moisture is bad for our cameras, this is probably good for creatures, right?
Oh yeah, this is the absolute best time to come out and look.
The first truly exciting discovery was made by our wildlife biologist, and it came in the form of one very common invasive lizard, the Cuban Knight Anole.
Underneath, you ready?
Yep.
Got him. Ah! Alright, well, typical for me. I got the lizard, and the lizard also has me. Look at that. So cool. Can I have my finger back, please? Ah! Yeah, you know, whenever I catch lizards, oh, there we go. They usually tend to catch me as well. If you're a little bug running around out here in the dark, that is your worst nightmare.
Getting David up close with the Cuban Knight Anole was a great start to the adventure. And as we headed deeper into the darkness of the shadowy fruit grove, the night was alive with animals. Even one curious screech owl, who sat and watched us, watching him for nearly 10 minutes.
There you go.
David was spotting lizards left and right, but I wasn't finding anything.
So how many anoles have you caught in your lifetime?
Ooh, too many to count.
Too many to count?
Lots of browns, lots of greens. One night anole, but
Nice. Well, let him back on the tree. Let's see what else we can find.
And once again, it was our wildlife biologist Mario who called out from the distance with what was about to be the creature of the night.
Where are you? Over here. All right, this way, guys. I can't see with the light. Turn off the light a minute. Kill the light. There it is. Oh, there it is. Holy cow, look at that. Yes. Wow. That's gorgeous. It's a chameleon. Animal.
And what I'm gonna do is climb up into the tree because it's slippery. I don't want you to slip out of the tree. If I slip out of the tree, it'll be okay. I'm gonna gently capture the chameleon and hand it down to you, okay?
Sounds good.
Got a good handle?
I do.
Fantastic. All right, I'm coming down. Ready? 1, 2, 3, come down. Whew. Yes! Have you ever held a chameleon before?
Never. This is
Have
exciting.
you ever even seen a chameleon before?
Never.
Me neither. I have never seen one out in the wild. And of course, this is an invasive species here in South Florida. Now, this is a veiled chameleon, the way we can easily identify that. Oh, okay, I won't touch the crest on your head. He clearly does not like that. And look at all of those little teeth in there. Well, if you're an insect or any other little creature running around out here in this rainstorm, you come across those set of teeth and you are in some serious trouble.
He's not fond of you, Coyote.
No, he's not. Now, you see the way that he's expanding his body? He's giving us a defense post right now. He's basically saying, you see all these teeth? You see how big I am? You better back off or you're going to take a bite. Now, you will notice that the coloration of this chameleon has gone from very light green when he was up in the leaves to now dark green with light green stripes. And chameleons will quickly change their color when they feel stressed, which obviously he does. He belongs up in the leaves, but at the moment, he's turning my arm into a tree branch.
All right, back on my hand there, buddy. Now, David, what do you notice about the eyes of this lizard?
They're both independently moving.
That's right.
Each eye rotates in its own socket, going different directions. Very cross-eyed animal.
And do you know why that is?
Can't say I do.
That's so that it can help them hunt without actually moving their bodies. So if he's up in the trees hunting for insects, he can basically stay completely still. Their bodies will actually sway in the wind like a leaf, and they can just rotate those eyes about 180 degrees until a bug gets close. And then, of course, we know how chameleons catch their food, right?
Super long tongue.
That's right, a sticky tongue, about 2/3 the length of the body, shoots out of that mouth, and then they get their meal. Well, the rains are starting to come back down, so I think that's gonna end tonight's adventure, but it couldn't have gotten any better than to find a veiled chameleon. David, this was awesome. I'm Coyote Peterson. Be brave, stay wild. We'll see you on the next adventure.
Because the veiled chameleon is such an aggressive invader, we could not release it back into the wild. This particular lizard was given to a research group where it will live a happy life as an educational ambassador. Despite the difficulties we faced filming this episode, it was an absolute blast getting David out into the wilds of Florida for an adventure. His passion for animals and photography is exactly what we are hoping to inspire and find in the next generation of explorers. If you thought this was one wild backyard, make sure to write in or send us a video about the animals that are near your house, because there's a good chance it might be you out there with me and the crew on the next episode of Coyote's Backyard.